If you guys want one-on-one training, online training, or nutritional coaching, please head on over to my website, jpfitnesspro.com. Just go to the services tab and select which one you would like. You can also subscribe to my newsletter and contact me through my website as well. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the notification bell so you never miss a video. Thanks. What is up, everybody? This is JP here, starting off with the one fact about me. If you guys haven't watched my video, I did a whole video on this topic, but I spent 14 months in Marine Corps boot camp. Yes, that's a year and 2 months. It's only supposed to be 3 months long, but a week and a half in, I ended up tearing my ACL, my meniscus. I had a hairline fracture at the top of my tibia, and I think I partially tore my MCL. I fell off an obstacle course, so I had to get surgery, and ACL meniscus recovery is 9 months. So yeah, I ended up being in boot camp for longer than a year. Couldn't leave base, no phone, no TV. It was like jail. So yep, that's one weird fact about me. Today's video is going to be a lot shorter than the one I just recorded. I might upload both of these on the same day. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm doing them on the same day. But it's a small pet peeve of mine, and it's just kind of giving you guys a lesson on lines of resistance for those of you who don't know. You may see people in the gym have a small dumbbell, and then they're doing this. You know, they're standing and they're just going in and out as their warm up. They're standing up, they're doing this. But what happens is people usually do this as a rotator cuff exercise or as a rotator cuff warm up. But what they're not understanding is when they're standing up and doing this is that they're not aware of the line of resistance and how it's affecting your body exactly. When I have this up right here, okay, this is internal rotation and this is external rotation. Now, when you have a weight or whatever resistance applied, you have to think where that line of resistance is and how it's affecting your body. Dumbbells specifically are directly against gravity. If I were to let this go, it's going to go straight down to the ground. So if this is going to go straight down to the ground, whatever muscle is holding up this dumbbell, however I'm holding this dumbbell up is going to be wherever my body is in relation to this dumbbell. So if I'm standing up and if I were to let go of this dumbbell, it's going to fall straight down. So standing up like this and just holding it, it's going to be my grip. Now, when I flex my arm or bring it up here, it's going to be my bicep isometrically holding this dumbbell up until I let go when it falls, because it's going directly perpendicular against gravity. Now, when you're just holding this and going like this, side to side, there's no line of resistance to internal, external rotation. If I put my hand right here, and then remember, this is internal rotation, internal. If I put my other arm and forcefully resist this internal rotation, I'm pushing this way, and this arm is trying to go this way, I'm having some resistance to internal rotation, okay? In that sense. Now, that's actually the line of resistance for internal rotation. The same thing with external rotation. External rotation is I'm externally rotating outwards. So if I use this arm and pull this way, and I'm trying to go this way with this arm, I'm actually having some resistance to external rotation. So if internal and external rotation is this way in the transverse plane, then I need to have some resistance going against whatever I'm trying to do. So if I'm trying to challenge this range, this direction, if I'm trying to challenge this action, I need to have a resistance directly opposing that action, which would be something trying to pull me that way. Now, I can set up a cable and have a cable do it like that. You know, you pull up a cable and grab the handle and have it pulling me this way so that I have to actually resist that line of pull. Now, when you see people warming up and doing this, this resistance, this weight is not actually resisting me from internally and externally rotating. It's resisting my bicep in the sense that it wants to drag me down, but I have to go against that resistance by flexing my arm and activating my bicep to create an isometric contraction. So essentially what you're doing is when you're doing this, you're doing an internal or external rotation with no resistance against the internal external rotation at all. And it's just an isometric bicep curl with internal external rotation going on, just like this. So I'm not actually challenging internal and external rotation. I'm just challenging a bicep curl isometric contraction. That's all I'm doing. Now, if I were to do the same thing like this, and I were to lay on my side like this way, then the dumbbell is going to be going against gravity at that point,
pretend I was laying on the ground this side, and then I'm actually going against gravity with that external rotation. Now, if I were to have the dumbbell in the same arm and lay on this side, then I would have to be, the dumbbell would be going against gravity, and it would be challenging my internal rotation. So just think about when you're setting up an exercise, think about where the line of resistance is in relation to your body, and where that angle and what it's directly opposing. In this instance, it's directly challenging my ability to be able to flex my arm and keep it there isometrically. It's not actually challenging internal or external rotation. So again, it's just a little pet peeve of mine. I see people doing that in the gym to warm up the rotator cuff, but there's actually no warming up of the rotator cuff. It's just an isometric bicep curl. That's all they're doing. And then they're adding some, technically it would be a body weight internal external rotation. There's no difference here between this and this, except that, again, my bicep has to be flexed. So again, pay attention to that in regards to what you're trying to do and the line of resistance and what muscles actually being worked. If you guys have any questions, comments, leave them down below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.